We gotta shut this house off here, shut her down. That's your high moisture grain. There's probably a third of it, so 33%. Whoa! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. Hey, we're getting a nice steady rain going on right now, and I'm about to lock these cows in so they can get milked. No, we're not done planting, but we've got about half done. Quite a bit of corn, a lot of beans left to go. We gotta get this cow up here. Come on, honey. Every day, you're last. So the advantage of having ground spread out all over this county, we got a field, couple fields about 10 miles north my uncle owns, and so when it was all wet here, because we've been dodging rainstorms for the past week, we had it up there that wasn't as wet, got that all put to corn. It was beans last year. It's a good rotation when you can rotate from corn to beans, bean to corn, because it gets a different spray, different. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the crops that we did get in and how well they're coming along. They're up, and I want to show you that hayfield we planted. Hey, before we get too far into it, I want to thank Ariat Boot Company. They sent the boys and I some boots the other day. If you remember, if you've been along the channel since last summer, they sponsored my wedding. They ended up sending Rochelle and her sister some boots, and the boys, so 6 pair of boots we got last summer, and they wanted to send us some more. So we appreciate it. We'll wear them. We go through boots about every 4 months. Just so much walking going on around here. Get on in there, girls. Go on in, Bubba. Milking time. Hey, Big Red. Also, a lot of you guys have been commenting lately on the way I've been looking. Well, speaking of the wedding, that was when they sent me them boots. I was 30 pounds lighter. Had that reactive arthritis brought on by salmonella poisoning. Come on, bud, time to get up. Can you do it? Can you do it? That salmonella poisoning is no joke. That about took me out. And then right after that, that was the reason for that was it was food poisoning for one, but it was a lot of stress was going on at that time. That was last August. It was like 1 year after my mom had passed. We had like a barbecue we were gonna do, and then I had that food poisoning. I kept working every day. I never stopped. I thought it was a flu. So you know, farmers, they think they can just keep on working. But so it took me out. And then everything just, all the stress, and I don't know what it was. It just took me out. You know, I was in a wheelchair for like 3 days. Didn't work for about a month and a half. So you guys have been around since that long. You've seen me. But yeah, I'm back up to my fighting weight. I gained all the weight back, 30 pounds back. I'm 195 pounds. Feeling good. Easy, girl. Part of life, guys. It's never easy. Everybody's got their own challenges. Here's a heifer that's about to calve any day now. Check her out. Evening. How you doing, bud? How you doing? Get right in there. Get right in there. Get right in there. You see how you guys are already in the holding area because you're a bunch of nice girls? And we got a couple here and some over there bringing up the rear. I don't know why they do that. They're lazy. They need to get moving. How you doing? That's you, Bubba. That's you. Rounding that corner. That a girl. Come on, Bubba. Getting them rounded up. Another heifer brought up here, a red and white one. Easy, girl. She's skittish. Check the bag. She's starting to grow. Hey, Bubba. Hold. Get right in there, Bubba. We're going to break you right in. Got another newborn calf this morning, like a little baby Darth Vader. How you doing? She's got blue eyes. How you doing? How you doing? Healthy little stocky sucker. Let his mom out so she can go get milked. Hey, how you doing? Good, good. Get this wagon turned on for their corn silage. some of this drain. It wants to run right through the barnyard. That's why we got like a turtle ditch cut here. Hey, to get these alleyways clean before the run of it. The rain's starting to slow down now. It seems like a little bit. Switch this other bunk over. Big Johnny fueling up. Let this down. Turn this off. And we're switched over. Now I'll stand up here, make sure this runs down. It's a long belt. Like 140 feet or something. Make sure the belt don't fall in, and then once it gets done, you get a lot of feed like this pile on that belt. It's a lot. It's only a 14-inch belt. So I'm gonna run the wagon down and back and shut it off, and I'll show you what we got left in these silos. I've got corn still in that second silo, which I don't think I had it a year ago, so we're doing good there. It's getting really, it's way down there. I'll show it to you, and we're good. Once that plow gets halfway down, the belt will stay intact. Rain's still coming down right on cue. First silo's haylage. That is bone empty. I ran that right to the bottom. Okay, so we're about to chop here. We've got a 2-week window here. We're gonna start chopping, so don't worry about that. Whoa, can you see? This is your second silo. This is your corn silage. There's a little bit down in there. There's your, it still looks like a pie. Let's see if I can flip this back up in there. Look at that. Flip it up, turn it in. So there's your, they're down to here. And so I'm just trickling this in. This will be gone here in another week. And here's your hay. There's probably only about this much hay in it. Like I said, in 2 weeks time, we're gonna fill both them silos back up. Here's another corn silage. Emptied this one first. This thing's bone empty too. So this will sit, and we're gonna service that, okay? Once we get it serviced, we're gonna hop over here. We're gonna fill that with hay next, so we can empty that silo. Like I said, there's this much of hay. We'll empty that, feed out of that while we're filling this. And if it's not empty, we'll run them both out at the same time. We're gonna shut this off here, shut her down. That's your high moisture grain. There's probably a third of it, so 33%. Whoa! Moving on, and that high moisture grain silo is a little taller than the rest. That's why there's more in it. And we'll crank up this corn. Number 2. Here she coming down. Woo! Getting dusty. And that's the bottom of a silo. That's like the best of the best, man. Look at that. And it's all mushy, and a cow can digest that like you wouldn't believe. Good for them, good for their stomachs. Coming in, push the plow. There's the feed. We're good. The rain hasn't stopped, but that's not gonna deter us from having our little crock tour. First pit stop, backside of the farm. This is that freshly tiled field. We chisel plowed between the rows, and even the tile rows. Dad did that. Well, it's still real lumpy because this was sod, but they'd done a pretty good job. Hit it with the disc, and then he hit it on an angle. So we wanted it to rain like this. We're not sure. We're not going to plant it yet. We want it to be right. But yeah, this will be our last field of corn. So you're going to have all corn on the backside to fill the silos, and then this is all hay. You're going to be carting the hay a little further, but it don't take as much hay to put in them silos like it does corn. Hay is so dense, I'll fill a silo in a day if I get a big enough start. And of course, here's them tile runs, and they're trickling out still. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on that and make sure this water keeps flowing, but we got an excavator, that shouldn't be an issue. We make our way to the first field of corn we planted. I showed you this. This field was hammered with cow manure, and when you do that, you grow a good crop, but you've got to really work it down, because if you rut this up when you spread manure and you're compacting it, so looks pretty good stand. Can you see that? And we're happy with it. That's an older planter we got. It does a good job laying it in there. Got to keep checking it over. We'd like to upgrade that at some point, but did a pretty good job. Moving on, new hay seeding. Remember we did this about a month ago? That taller stuff and what you're seeing, because we carried this hay field all the way over to the dry cow lot. Main farm's up there. This is wheat. We had all that wheat left over because it was too wet last year to plant it, winter wheat. So we decided to use it as cover crop. We usually use oats. They're very comparable. So what's going to happen is once this gets up and we have a window to cut it, we'll cut it and we'll bale it and we'll feed the wheat all in one shot. And this is your alfalfa growing this little stuff. So you've got the wheat in there for a cover crop to protect this stuff. That's the concept. That's why you run that in there. But yeah, look at that stand. Check that out, guys. Got her going. Then last but not least, this is the second hay field right across from the farm. This is another tiled cornfield. So all the fields around the main farm are tiled. But he laid this in there the next day after I shot that initial video. And he's got another good stand. We laid some serious cow manure on this field too, and that field. I mean, you want to spread it as close as possible, but yeah, I did a pretty good job. We worked the crap out of it. We had to. And look at that stand. That's going to be corn silage for the cows. We'll be putting that in a silo or an ag bag. And we're home. This is the backside of my house. See, I was out here pulling weeds. I'm still not overly thrilled about what I got going on out of here, because this is like a 4-foot raise of this building. I might put a couple trees right here and then fill it in and do the rest. I don't know. I'm not overly thrilled with it, but it's working for the time being. And right here, I built this and I planted that tree for Mom. I'm thinking about putting another tier of rocks on there, filling that in with some more stone. I think it would just give it a more grand effect. Opposed to 2-tier, be 3, it'd just be bigger and bulkier. Check out these. Look at these. These are mulberry trees, and we'll be eating on them over the summer. And I'm going to give you a glimpse at some ferns the wife's got going. Look at them ferns. Big fat ones. Let's head in and check on Big Grant. He's walking, kinda. So that's the latest on Grant. He's walking if you hold his hand. He's kind of slow, getting a little slow with that, because well, it was a year in March, big boy. And he's mumbling and talking a little bit, but he'll catch up. Everything else is growing. His hair, he's got some meaty legs, meaty hands. So hey, oh, speaking of that, hey, I got a new shirt coming out for Father's Day. I'm gonna put a picture of it. This is so new, I don't even have one yet. So you guys will be able to get a shirt same time as me. You got a grandfather, father, son that's a good father in the farming world, get him this shirt. I'm gonna be wearing this shirt around, because there's nothing I like better than being a dad. Right, Bubba? All right, guys, on that note, take care. God bless. Have a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you next week. God bless.